So this is a very really unflattering camera angle and my hair isn't done, but I think you'll forgive me. I'm trying to forget about the dogs that are dry humping next to me and give you a little update. So it is Wednesday, so on the 12th, which is the Tuesday, so is that just under 3 weeks now, we will be on a plane over to Canberra, and I am trying to absorb this vitamin D that is finally coming out just before I go over to Canberra. I might even have to get my sunglasses out, where I'm going to be going through winter again. And behind the scenes, we've been working on a lot of stuff. I've got the accommodation sorted. Oh, here we go. So we have got the accommodation sorted where we're going to be for the first 45 days, and then we're going to meet somebody out there to look at properties, which we'll rent until we sell this place. The fur babies have had their blood test done to see if they've built up enough rabies antibodies. I think that's the one, because they have to be at a certain level before they can go into the country. Once they get to a certain level, they then have 180 days to wait before they are eligible to travel to Australia, and then they go into kennels for a week for quarantining. So it's not too bad. That's after they've done the long journey. So the vet's now looking at all the paperwork and making sure from a passport point of view, dotting the I's, crossing the T's. We are very unsure as to whether our cats are going to go Aries and Hades, only because they'll be 3 years old by the time they get over there, and they're well established. Oh! Nature scares me sometimes. Well established cats that go outside, and unfortunately they are hunters. We're very fortunate that we have this wonderful woodland area nearby where they jump over the fence and unfortunately go on their adventures, and some of those adventures are collecting the wildlife. And I know that the cats are still loved over there, but they're not allowed to roam free, so it'd be a whole different lifestyle to them. And Neil's soul searching to find out what's going to be the best for the cats. The sort of vets alluded to ultimately it's our decision, but some cats will adapt to being indoors, some cats won't. Yeah, so that's really sad, but Neil is making a choice on what's the right thing for the animals as opposed to what's the right thing for us, because I would just say pack them up and bring them with us, but behind the scenes we're doing that. So today I've been continuing my name change things to my married name so that it all lines up when we go over there. So flights are booked, temporary accommodations booked, real estate person booked for a meeting for where we'll be renting for the first 6 months out there. We're speaking to the removalists, we're speaking to the pet people, and what else are we doing? Flights are booked, said that. Taxis booked. And now it's just trying to get on top of things, but I feel so much better knowing that I have a place for the first 45 days where we'll be, because you have to let immigration know everything like that, obviously with COVID rules. Yeah, and I've been having little conversations with the team I'm going to be working with, which is getting me even more excited. Oh, there's big bumblebees coming out and they scare me. Yeah, so it's all exciting, but I've been procrastinating the last couple of weeks. Not last couple of weeks, last week. So only got a few days left off work, and then in between work just been coming home and attempted to do some things each day to move forward, so it's not such a big thing. Got a massive this is what's going on at the side. I mean, it's very distracting. So there's a checklist and moving forward with that, but you know, when just before it gets really real, it feels very overwhelming, because not only are you trying to get on with normal life, your job, you're also planning this. So there's a physical aspect of the move, but then there's also the tasks, the emotional impacts of saying goodbye to people. So I've been saying goodbye to Nikki, one of my long-term friends from Australia, who's been out here. Hopefully she'll go back to Australia. And slowly letting people who I work with know, and I've got the meal booked for when I go up Yorkshire to have the final meal while I'm living out here until we come back every couple of years on holiday. So that's exciting. And I finally asked Neil to get the cases out of the cupboard, because I've meant to have been doing that this week, But I think because there's so much to do, it's a little bit overwhelming. I decided to go to bed early and watch things like the Spice Girls' first ever tour. I mean, how old are the Spice Girls, and why? Why would I do that instead of starting to pack my case? And I think I don't know if you can relate to that, but when you are in those moments of, whether it be stress or a lot to do, sometimes I just bury my head in the sand, and used one of my evenings to re-energise, I'll say, and watch the Spice Girls. Anyway, today it's a beautiful sunny day, and I am making the most of these rays, spending the time with the fur babies, and we're also looking after Archie for the wonderful Dan. And I've asked Neil to get the free cases out, so my dilemma is now working out what I'm going to take in my suitcases, because the rest of the stuff's going to come over in 5 months in a container. But until then, I've got to pack what are the essential things. Now, Neil's very kindly donating me 20 kilogram of his 40 kilograms that he can take over, so I've got 60 kilograms. But I'm actually thinking more about what clothes or stuff can I not take, so I can take quite a bit of art stuff with me. I mean, is that rational or not? But in my head, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to have lots of downtime while my Neil comes and sorts out the fur babies, even though he'll be back and forth. So I might have to think about what art stuff I want to take over to do to keep me occupied. And I'm determined I want to do some, and I don't want to have to buy it all again, because I know stuff will be coming out, but at the same time I don't want to be bored. I mean, would you compromise clothes to fit some of your art stuff in there? So my plan is enjoy a bit more sun and relax, procrastinate, and then go upstairs and start to think about, it's going to be winter there, what are the critical stuff I need to take clothes-wise, jewellery-wise, shoe-wise, and then think about what's the critical things I want to take for art, which is only going to be things for art journaling or brushworks. I'm not going to be able to take resin or anything like that. But then I'm thinking about things like, well, I need an easel, and I need a light, and I need my tripod. And it's just quite funny seeing how my priority is not about making sure I've got the right underwear or tops or makeup. It's what can I compromise so I can get art in there. I mean, that is bizarre, isn't it? Survival. Anyway, I might switch you off for now while I continue to enjoy this rare and beautiful sun ray, and I might show you a little bit of packing. But I hope you don't mind. I'm just sort of sharing what's going through my head in this crazily exciting time, but also very overwhelming. I mean, you're changing country, even though it's the same business, job, home. My fur baby's going to stay behind for 5 months. Makes me feel so guilty. That awful decision about the cats. Can you just let go of Zeus's ear? I mean, look, this is what it's typically like while I'm creating art. I might make it look tranquil, but no. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to turn that around for you. So I might give you updates if you want to know what's going through my mind. I have been walking around and I'm really seeing the UK. I've been hearing the birds. I've been seeing the trees, all the stuff that you normally only see when you've left a country and you come back. My eyes are opening up and seeing that beauty and sort of trying to really absorb some of the stuff, like the garden, the sound of the kids playing in the playground, definitely the sound of my fur babies while they have to stay here for a little bit, even that. And I've not been creating art. I thought I might have been doing more art in my evenings, but I'm not. I'm kind of like, I'd rather be taken in. Sorry, just listening to that, like spending time with my Neil or the fur babies. I've said that multiple times. I'm Sharon and I'm digressing. Anyway, I'll switch off for now, and then if I think about things, I might add it, and I'll show you the cases as I start packing. I wanted to record for myself my journey into work, which can take me between an hour 10 to 2 hours drive every day. On this day, it was beautiful, sunny. It was a weekend, so the road was clear. But I thought people that don't live in the UK might appreciate seeing this. It is on time lapse, so if you do want to see anything in detail, you'll need to pause. But I have seen the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets on this journey. And yeah, it's just lovely to be able to see the English countryside. Now it is going from winter to coming into, well, it's spring now, so you're just starting to see all the green shoots coming out and the flowers. But I hope you find this interesting, and I hope that you don't mind seeing me on this journey and coming along with me. But this is part of vlogging my life, and this is my reality, so I can't wait to see what my journey into it's going to be like when I arrive in Australia. So if you find this kind of thing interesting, let me know and I will vlog and show you that as well. Sorry. Hello, 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 come here. Where are you going? Where are you going? It's been a few days since I checked in. I've had another long day at work, so apologies I don't have a face on. It's tired, but I am just going to, I think I've worked my formula for my cases out, which was, it took me three times to pack them, and I was getting frustrated because I was getting all my clothes in there and then I didn't have the right size cases, so I had no volume. Then I got volume, but I had too much weight and I'd not even packed all my clothes in, and I'd got no stuff at art. So then I thought, right, we've got bigger cases now. The deal is pack the non-negotiables, because I can't pack all of my room with me. That's got to come out and it'll be with me in 5 months when the fur babies and that join us. But I love my room. It's my zen. And it's going to sound weird to some people who might connect, which is there's certain parts that I want to take with me that make it feel like that I'm not leaving everything behind, and it's going to be part of my relaxation and zen and settling in, doing a bit of art. So I've come to terms with the fact that I can't do my Jesmonite between now and going, and I can't take over Jesmonite because it's going to be waiting 5 months. It might go off, it's partly open, so I might have trouble getting into country. So I donated that to a good work friend, Ricky Lee. I hope to see you create something with that Jesmonite. And that was actually quite emotional, giving away some of my art supply, not because I don't want to give things away, more just, ow, I can't create anymore with that, and I don't know when I'll next create with Jesmonite. Not because you can't get it in Australia, it's just where I'm going to, it's going to be like service apartments, and then I'll be renting for a period of time until we buy a house. And you're limited to what you can do when you're renting. 1, for space, 2, the equipment that I won't have, and 3, I don't want to ruin anything and lose my bond. So get rid of that. Now I spoke to the wonderful Paula, who's been such a huge help to my channel and support for me, that I'm now looking at my resin that I'm going to donate. There's still quite a bit of it. The only problem is I got rid of all my boxes, so I've got to now be creative with how I can box them up, and she'll get all the products as to say thank you for your support. I hope you enjoy, Paula, and I'd love to know what you create with them. So anything that's flammable or anything that's part open, I can't take, or I can't leave it here just to go to waste, so I'm donating that. But I will be keeping all my pigments and all the stuff that can be transported out over there, as long as it's not flammable. So what you're going to do is see me donate some of my stuff and tell you how I'm feeling, because quite emotionally it's a whole mixture of feelings. I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm sad, I'm happy. it feels good to donate, but at the same time I'm jealous because I can't create. And I thought I'd be able to create a lot, but by the time I've packed my case 3 times, so I started to put in the non-negotiable stuff, going back to what I was talking about. First, I packed the stuff that I wanted to take with me first to make me feel a little bit centered, but I had to have moderation with that. And then I packed the non-negotiables, the stuff that I have to take for work or just day-to-day life. And then whatever space I've had left or weight, I've then filled up with clothes. But my clothes will all come out with me later, and I had to keep thinking, well, when I go over there, it's going to be heading into their autumn winter, therefore it's not summer, therefore there's no huge need for me to take on my summer clothes yet, and I just have to, if I fall short of anything, buy it. Anyway, so I think I've got the formula right. I've got 2 cases packed with my weight. I'm going to be slightly over weight limit, but that's okay because I think excess luggage is just what we're going to have to do. So I can't do no more now because we are, what are we? Just a week and a few days until we fly. A week until I leave my job, which has been really sad because I've been saying goodbye to people. This is what you usually hear at my home, that fur babies are having a little toy fight. Anyway, I do good at creating zen on my videos normally, don't I? Bit of soothing music, voiceovers, so you think I'm giving you tranquility when this is happening behind the scenes. You finished there, boys? Not quite. Anyway, so saying goodbye to people, quite emotional because I said goodbye to Nikki and Clint. Nikki is one of my long-standing work friends and somebody who will always be a part of my life, and somebody who was very important to me at a time when I needed to leave Australia and get back. So I think we will always have an eternal bond together. So it's been sad saying goodbye to them, and a couple of my work friends had a meal with. So Charlie, Ollie, miss you guys. And I'm going out with Tez and Leanne. And yeah, so saying goodbye to people. I've got I'm going out with been out with a few of Neil's work friends, which is lovely. And also we're going to go out with Neil's mum, and then travelling up Yorkshire to say goodbye to family. So I'll let you know what that all goes in. Next video I will sort of show you a little bit of Sharon. But tonight I am looking for flammable stuff that can't be going over, that I want to donate. And I might be able to show you all tonight, I might not, because I'm going to have to find creativity around boxes to get them there. Anyway, I digressed a lot. I can't believe how quick it's going in a blink of an eye. I am on a week countdown to my current job, and then after that I go and see family for a short trip. Then after that there's only one day and we're on a plane and the adventure starts. So we arrive in Canberra, I think it's early 14th, early in the day in the 14th, and it's really weird. It's hard to believe. Anyway, I'm going to put you on time lapse a little bit and you just get to hang out with me, and I'll let you know what kind of things I'm packing in there. All right, bye. It was quite cathartic doing this, but again, it's been emotional because I think about all the things I could have created or what I won't be able to create for the next couple of months. But I know that there are amazing resin products out there in pigments in Australia, so I can't wait to see what that is. I think it shows me that next time I need to keep my supplies down and only use for each project and slowly build it up. But what can I say, I'm extreme. If I think I want to work on a project, I will. Anyway, I managed to pack up all my resin that I had, my alcohol inks, my spray paints. There is a sculpture that I've given to Paula because she loves purple, so I took a bit of time trying to pack that up. I hope it all gets there in one piece. And it's just a nice way to end this journey, thinking that you're going to donate it and hopefully get to see something amazing that Paula's going to create with this, and hopefully she'll feel the magic that's come from my studio, and that'll, you know, help her create. Putting my packing slips on, ready to go. It's going to be collected on Monday and it'll be with you, so can't wait to see what you create, Paula. Come on, come on. Who's this kitty cat? Come on. Come on, Aries. Come on, buddy. Here for the family walk. Goes around here, he stops. Yeah. But he'll get back up again. Come on. It's all too hard.